Hi, welcome everybody. So today I would like to present another topic which is about my Google site. Okay, this Google site is for the literature component, which is a novel, and then in my school we use the novel Dear Mr. Kilmer. Okay, I'll switch off this icon first. Okay, I've created this site where you can see here, this is the main menu or the menu bar. So you have home here. So this is, if I scroll down, this is the main page, which is the home page. Then you have registration. Actually, this registration, if you click, actually it is for my students who use my site. So they can fill in the Google form here. Okay. Yeah, there is a form here. Actually, if you see here, this form is for my students. Okay, let's go back to home. Okay, you can see the main bar here. So you have home, registration, about the author, then you have setting and more. As you click more, you can see that there are many sections. So before that we have author, setting, and we have also chapter summary, characters, moral values, themes, question and answers, and also about Joyce Kilmer. Okay, if you scroll down the main or the home page, you can see that this is my school, and also this is the icon or the logo that I created for our English language panel. So this is the number of visits, and then you can see actually there is also a clock here. Okay, so later on this is welcoming. It's like welcoming student to the site. So then later on, as you scroll down, there are also sections here where you can click the button below to view the lesson you wish to do. For example, it is the same as the main bar here or the main menu here. So you have the author, the setting, chapter summary, characters, moral values, themes, question answers, and on Joyce Kilmer. So if we click here, okay, it will bring you to the section or page about the author. Okay, let's go back to the home page. Okay, and then as you scroll down, you can also see a video, a short version of the novel. The source is I took this from YouTube by my text and Berhad. Okay, so later on, you can also read my lesson on Wakelet. Okay, I have a Wakelet uh, collection on Dear Mr. Kilmer. So if you click here, okay, there is a new window opening which will redirect you to my Wakelet. So if you open Wakelet, because Wakelet can store a lot of things from various applications. Okay, so I've saved all my notes in the Wakelet here. So this is the one of the collection is under literature component novel. So if you scroll down, you can get all the information here. And in Wakelet, what is good is you can use the immersive reader. So when you use the immersive reader, or students use the immersive reader, they can listen to the for example, they want to listen to the chapter summary. So if we click the immersive reader, so there is an audio for the whole chapter. Okay, I'll close this one first. So let's go back. So let's look at about the author. So definitely this page is about the writer of the book of Dear Mr. Kilmer. So the writer is Anne Schraff. Okay, so there is some information about her, sorry. Okay, so this is actually the slides that I created. Okay, so these are collection of books, and you can learn more because I've embedded a site on Enshraf. Okay, so if you can hit the home button here, sorry, let me scroll down. Okay, you can hit the home button here, then you go to the home page, or we just use this menu bar. Okay, so when you go to setting, you can see learn about the setting of story. So what is setting? So there is explanation here. Setting is is related to time and the geographic location of the place and so on. Okay, so you can teach your students using my site for dear Mr. Kilmer. So there is an explanation for physical setting, social setting, and time setting. Okay, let's move on. We have chapter summary. Okay, if you go to chapter summary, students can read the summary of all the chapters from chapter 1 to chapter 10. Okay, so this is the summary in a video. Okay, so this is like a game. I did this with my students, where if they click, for example here, it's written here, they can click on the red button or the Kahoot logo to play the game. Okay, so once they can go to this, they can click here, then it will lead you to the notes, okay, of the summary for the chapters. Okay, so if you click the button here, the red button or the Kahoot, it will lead you to this. Okay. Okay, so this is the chapter summary. So it will lead you to this, and okay, let me open up a new window. So you can see here there are questions. Okay, so they have to watch the slide first. For example, on chapter 1, so there are quiz. Okay, a few questions. So they watch again another slide for chapter 2, and there will be other questions. So altogether, this is the whole book from chapter 1 to chapter 10. So you can see here that plenty of my students played the game. So the challenge has finished, and then I can on it again, because to play this, students need to have the game pin or the code. Okay, so I'll move back to this. So the link to my Google site for dear Mr. Kilmer, and also the link to the Kahoot game, I'll share in my YouTube channel for this video. Okay, you just scroll down in the description there, you can see the links. Okay, so we have finished. So sorry, we'll continue. So the chapter summary of the chapters. So these are the chapters: chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4. So students can also refer to these notes, and then they can do their self-study. Okay, so altogether you have chapter 1, and the last one will be chapter 10. Okay, so let's move to characters. There are many characters in this novel. So I've prepared slides. Okay, then actually there is also uh, e-flip. Okay, it's like an electronic book in any flip for this. Okay, so if you flip here, okay, there are many slides. Okay, I'll show you the slides here. So you can see that I've prepared slide on Richard Knight. As you scroll down, you have Hannah Schirmer, Mr. Knight, okay, or Pa. Then you have Gus Knight, you have Angie Knight, you have Mrs. Hanson, the teacher. Then you have Joyce Kilmer, the poet. Okay, and then Abner Lewis and Harry Carver. Then you have Peggy, Blanche Freeburg, and so on. So altogether, there are 38 slides or pages. So let's look at the first one. Okay, you can see from here the Mr. Kilmer characters. So if you click here, you can see that the first page is about Richard Knight. Okay, so you can see that he is 15 years old. He lives in Iowa. He's in the 10th grade. Okay, then the physical description. Okay, so I've even stated a page where you can find all this information. So all this, okay, let's look at the next one. So you have the first characteristics, which is loving. Characteristic or the value for being loving, kind, and caring. So you have the evidence. So this evidence or this section, the second column, they are very useful for students when students are trying to provide evidence in the SPM exam. Okay, so I've also provided pages. You can get all these. So for example, you have the first characteristic, which is loving, kind, or caring. Okay, so as you scroll down, you can go to the next slide. So you have observant or perceptive. So there are a lot of notes here. Okay, so you can use this with your students too. I'll try to make a few videos on the characters. Okay, let's move on to moral values. Okay, for the moral value section here, you can see that there are a few sort of reminders for the students how to study moral values, because in the exam, normally the question can ask for one value or more than one value. So they should be very careful on this, okay? If not, they will make mistakes in their answers. So for example, a moral value, so they have to give one moral value and provide three evidence. If moral values means for each the moral value 1, 2, and 3, they must provide one evidence for each of the value. Okay, so I've prepared 4 values here, and then you must also remind your students that values, okay, it is also similar with the word lesson. So sometimes in the exam, lesson is used instead of value. Okay, so you have the first value, we should respect and love, show love for family members. Then second one, respect for human beings. Okay, so we should show compassion. The third one, so you can see there are many evidence here or the ideas from the or events from the novel itself. So for example, also I've written here E1, E2, E3 and so on. Okay, there are the value can be for Richard or Mrs. Hanson and other characters. Okay, so the next one is patriotism. So altogether there are 4 values. So for example, patriotism, so the evidence could be Otto, Gus, Roland, or the Shermans. So there are many answers here, okay? So you can use this with your students. So they will be more prepared for the SPM exam paper 2 on novel. Okay, the last one, sorry, it's not the last one. The next one will be team or teams. Okay, for this, normally in the exam, only one team is asked. Okay, team is also same as message or messages. Okay, so next time you can see, students have to write about one team and then they must give 3 evidence. So the first one is war and its effects, and then the second one will be the importance of education. So you see from my slides here, so there are evidence like 1, 2, and 3. Okay, for example, this one, E1, E2, E3. Okay, and then we move on, love and friendship. And then we have the next one, racial polarization or respect for human beings. And then being true to yourself and the importance of family. So there are about 5 themes here. And the next one, we go to the questions and answers. Okay, question and answers are normally like, I'll discuss one question and then student give you the answers, and then you can show them the video to compare the answers. Okay, so there are more the answers here, but I've already saved everything in the videos. Okay, before that also, I've also listed all the questions from the year 2005 until last year 2019. So these are the questions for the novel in the SPM exam. Okay, so you can say if you want the answers, you can discuss with your students. Okay, so these are the videos. Actually, they are in my YouTube channel. So this is on the ending, whether students like the ending. So this is on character. This is also this is on value or lesson, and then you have on value lesson again. So you have event and also character. So I'll try to prepare more on this. And then if you look at watch the video, some are not my voice because I use translation from text to speech. Okay, so the last part will be Joyce Kilmer. Okay, on Joyce Kilmer. So Joyce Kilmer actually is a real person. Okay, he was a poet. He worked with the New York Times. Okay, and then he joined the army. Okay, so there is a memorial forest for him, and then this is his actual book, a collection of poems, trees, and other poems. Okay, and this is the famous poem Trees, which was mentioned in the novel Dear Mr. Kilmer. So there is a video here from YouTube which I find to be very nice. It is an animation on the poem Trees. Okay, you can show this to your students because this is a very nice video to show the beauty of this poem Trees. Okay, so you can play this and show it to your students. Okay, then you can learn more about Joyce Kilmer This is I embedded Wikipedia on Joyce Kilmer. So you can get this on my site. Okay, as you scroll down, there is information about him. Okay, so when you reach here, you can either go hit this button. You'll be taken back to home, or you can use the main menu here. Okay, I think I've shared everything about my site. Uh, don't forget that the link to my site, or you can look at here, sitesgoogle.com, moodl.edu, my/teacher gun, dear Mr. Kilmer, Joyce Kilmer. Okay, Joyce Kilmer means I'm at this page here. So I'll share with you the link in my YouTube video, and then later on also I'll try to switch on this game because it is already over, because we have some winners here. Okay, challenge finished, so I'll try to on it again so that some of your students can try. Okay, or you can request that I switch it on. Okay, that's all. So I hope you get a lot of benefits for my sharing today, and I hope that whatever I've shared will benefit your students too. Okay, that's all. So this is my homepage. Okay, so welcome to my site, dear Mr. Kilmer. Okay, bye. That's all for my sharing for today. Bye bye.